All right, we got our case open. Let's talk about the parts of the trombone. The first one I got here is called the bell, right? You can tell it looks like a bell, and it is a bell. I like to hold the bell like this, just like that. Not on the other side. I like to hold it by the big part like that. And then the only other part on the trombone bell you'll see that moves is the tuning slide. You can take this tuning slide off, and you notice there's a big part and a little part. And that aligns with this big part and the little tube right there. And you can put these back on. You just kind of line it up, wiggle it back and forth, push it together. If yours doesn't move easily, you'll have to put some some tuning slide grease on it. And we'll learn about that in another video. Don't push it in all the way. I like to have it out, maybe just the width of a finger. If yours doesn't move at all and it's totally stuck, don't force it. You might bend something. This metal is not the strongest metal on the world. You might actually bend or dent the metal. We got to take care of our instruments. Don't hit them against things, on purpose or by accident. And you got to take care. You can even see in mine, don't know if you can tell, there's little tiny dents in there from when people, this is a school horn, so a student or myself, maybe by accidentally dinged it on something, put a little dent in it. Little tiny dents don't cause major issues, but a bigger a dent is, it'll affect the sound. So if you have a bunch of dents or a huge one, you might want to go to a repair store, have them fix it. They can fix those dents. So you got the bell right here, got your tuning slide, and then the next part is the big slide, the main slide, right? Some different things on the main slide. You'll notice this part sticks up higher and this part's lower. The higher part is to connect to the bell. The lower part is to connect to your mouthpiece. Got your mouthpiece. Don't put it in this tall one. You put it in this shorter one right here. And then it just goes like that. Okay, a little twist and you're done. Another thing that you have right here is the slide lock. My slide lock is on, which means I can't pull my slide out. I take the slide lock off just by twisting it, and now I can move my slide. The rule is, whenever you're holding your instrument, lots of times trombone players like to hold it with their pinky like this. Even if the slide lock's on, they hold it with their pinky, and that way when they take the slide lock off, they're holding it. If you don't have your pinky on there, it might fall off. When it does fall off, you'll notice the slide is actually in two pieces. You have the inner slide right here and the outer slide right here. If that falls off, then you'll have to put it back together. And you do that just by carefully lining up the inner and the outer slide and just putting it on there like that. Okay? Remember, always hold it with your pinky when you don't have your other hand on the slide. And whenever you're not using your slide, put your slide lock on. The last part of this, you got this little rubber piece right here. That's for setting it on the ground so that it touches the ground right here and not on the actual slide. That's nice. Don't slam it. Just gently set it on the ground like that. And then you have your water key. Some people call it a spit valve. And that's where you'll hold that open to then release the water that collects on the inside of your instrument. It's mostly water. It's like condensation. When you blow or you fog up a window, it gets a little wet. That's condensation. It's not spit. So might be a little spit, but it's mostly water that collects on the inside of your instrument. Okay? And those are the different parts of the trombone. Right? You got your slide, you got your water key, you got your slide lock, you got your mouthpiece, you got this connection point. We'll tell you how to put the instrument together next. And then you have your bell. Right? All very important parts. You need all of them to play the instrument.